If you're someone that's interested in building muscle fast and losing body fat even faster, then this video is for you. Now, in case you didn't know, compound exercises target more than one muscle group at a time, and they are fantastic for people that don't have a lot of time to waste in the gym and they want to be very efficient with their workouts. Not only that, but because we're working multiple muscle groups, you're going to burn more fat during that session. So what I've done to you today is I've put together my favorite 6 compound exercises. So let's get into the gym and into the workout, and let me show you what exercises you need to be doing to see results in record time. Right, so we just got to the gym. It's a little bit loud in here, so I hope you guys can hear me okay. But the first compound exercise we're gonna do is gonna be a walking lunge. Now, lunges are fantastic. You're working all of the lower body, your glutes, your quads, your hamstrings, and even your core, believe it or not. So it's a great functional movement. So I always like to start with legs because they're the biggest muscle groups and they require the most energy. So try starting with legs and then maybe your upper body towards the back end of the workout. So I'm going to show you what a walking lunge looks like. I like to go anywhere between kind of 20 reps or 30 reps walking along the gym. So you need a little bit of space for this one. And this one's a little bit aerobic as well. Oh, that was tough. Now, I like to do anywhere between 20 and 30 reps. And also, you need a little bit of space for this one. So make sure you've got a bit of a clear runway so that you do 15 steps to one side, turn around, 15 steps back, and then that's one set. Now, this one's quite aerobic, don't forget. It's gonna get your heart rate up, but it's gonna be great at burning calories and then strengthen all of your lower body. So give this a go. Right, so next up we have the squat. Now, the squat is a fantastic exercise to hit numerous muscle groups. You're hitting, again, your quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, your core. Believe it or not, it even hits a little bit of your upper body, especially your back. So this is a great compound movement that you need to have in your arsenal. Now, if you're unable to do squats for whatever reason, maybe back stiffness or you don't have the equipment, I'll give you an alternative move that you can do. It's called a goblet squat, which works just as well. So let me show you how to do a back barbell squat, and then I'll show you the other one afterwards. Now, if you can't do a back squat for whatever reason, maybe it's lack of kit or your body just doesn't like to do a back squat because maybe your back's really tight, then you can do what's known as a goblet squat, which is just as effective. It's a great exercise and all you need is a dumbbell or a kettlebell. So all you need to do for this one is just grab the dumbbell in this sort of position and then get into a similar position of a squat, feet hip width apart, core nice and tight, hold it in front, elbows tucked in, and just squat down, pause, and then drive up through your heels. So back down, keep your core tight, pause, drive through your heels. Okay, so give that a go if you can't do back squats, or just alternate between one and the other. They're both very, very good exercises, both compound, and they give you very good results. Right, so next up we've got a hinge movement, and this exercise is known as the RDL, which stands for Romanian deadlift. Now this is working the back muscles of the leg and even your lower back and upper back as well. So all of the, what we call the posterior chain, the back part of your body. And the great thing about this hinging action is it's really going to strengthen your lower back and your hamstrings that people generally have quite weak, especially if you're sat down a lot. So once again, very aerobic, very compound, and you're working lots of muscles at once. So yeah, let's give it a go. Now you might be wondering, is this the same as a deadlift? And the answer is no. With a deadlift, you're essentially bringing a dead weight from the floor. So you're making sure that you're going always from the floor, and then you're obviously bringing the weight up to your hips. With an RDL, you're keeping tension in the hamstrings all the way through the movement. Once again, extremely aerobic, so stick it at the front end of your workout. In fact, you can just do this workout in this order. That would be my preference, focus on lower body generally. And if you're doing it multiple times a week, then you can switch it up. Maybe start with upper body, just so you can give the priority to those upper body muscles as well. But as you saw from the technique on that one, the weight was not touching the floor, because that keeps tension in the hamstrings all along throughout the movement. So great exercise, I love it. You can really stack up the weight as well, and you can see a big progress over weeks because you're working huge muscle groups. Your hamstrings are designed for speed and power, so you can really load up the bar and get some good results on that one. Right, we're now going to move on to upper body, and we're going to do a bent over row. Now, this exercise is mainly for back, but you're using a little bit of biceps and also a lot of core as well. Now, what I'll do is I'll give you two variations of this exercise. So you can do it with a barbell, or you can do it with a dumbbell. So whatever kit you have and whatever is accessible to you, they both work, they're both great. I generally prefer dumbbells to barbells because I feel that barbells are quite restrictive. With dumbbells, you're able to get a bigger squeeze and you're able to work in a plane of motion that's designed for your body because you're not as fixed. With a bar, you're quite fixed. That's my preference, that's what works for me, but you can try both. So let me show you first how it looks with dumbbells. Right, so that's with dumbbells. You generally can't go as heavy if your chest was supported. So that's another variation you can try. It's just to have a chest support on an incline. That way it allows you to just be more stable and just push a bit more weight. And it works really well with dumbbells as well. Right, so last but not least, we have the incline chest press. Now, again, this is a great compound move because it's going to target your chest, a little bit of front of the shoulders, your triceps, and it's just a great exercise overall. I absolutely love it. I like it at the end because it's probably my strongest muscle group. So I would always do the strongest at the end, the weakest at the beginning. Probably the opposite of what most people would think. But yeah, great exercise. I prefer incline because it hits that upper fibers, which is generally an area that people have weak or weaker. So yeah, again, I prefer dumbbells over bar because of the range of motion. You're able to go deeper on the stretch, which allows for more muscle growth and more muscle stimulation. So yeah, let's have some fun with this one. Right guys, so that's the workout done. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, then you're probably going to enjoy this one as well. YouTube's very clever and it's recommended that one to you, so I suggest you check it out. But anyway, thanks for watching and I'll see you soon.